Hey there, everyone. Another loss. What can we actually say? I said we don't know what type of performance we are going to see with these players, but the performance was no different to Manchester City. And that just brings us to the point in a never ending cycle. And it seems a lot like Ten Hag is on his way out. These same players have done it to managers before him. And we know exactly how the story goes. We know that Ten Hag can potentially lose his job. But then who do we bring in to replace him? No matter who we bring in, we're going to be in this exact same boat a season and a half down the line. Because the same cycle will be repeated. Get a new manager, energy into the team, new contracts get given out, the same players get to stay, the same players will then give up on the manager after the season, and it's just the same cycle. It's draining, it's tiring, it's mental. I could literally put it to the point of calling it mental abuse with the way these players are not bothered. No urgency to track back, no urgency to tackle, no discipline, a lack of cohesion, so many negatives you can speak about, but it's the same thing. It's once again us as fans having to watch these same players who are not at the required level, not playing to the half of their ability because they're just not bothered. They're not doing anything. Ten Hag can coach them all he likes, Monday to Friday, whatever time the game is. But when they cross over that white line, there's a lot of individual things that has to be in place. But everybody seems to be playing for themselves. Nobody wants to work for the other. You could say that Ten Hag lost the dressing room, but how many times have you heard that before? It cannot be the manager's fault this time. It's the same group of players that have done the same thing under Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole, even far back as David Moyes. These players continue to do this every time to a manager when they feel the going is getting tough. Now, of course, the off-field issues does affect the team. That's a fact. You've seen it at other clubs. And we played against two teams, Manchester City and Newcastle, who got new ownerships, got a new manager in, got a full footballing structure, everybody going in the right direction, and you see them reaping the benefits of that. We could have had the same with Qatar, but that train has long gone. Sir Jim with his 25%, he's not going to save this. We will still have the Glazers in charge. The Glazers only care about the commercial value of the club. And yeah, with us losing all the time like this, the value does go down, but they don't care. Because they know that all the pressure is on Ten Hag. They know that they could easily just play that card, get him sacked, and then bring in someone else that they don't care about and probably would once again also not back fully. You can look at the players that Ten Hag wanted. He didn't get them. Look at the players Mourinho, Ole, Van Gaal all wanted, but they didn't get them. They got second choice, third choice, even fourth choice signings, not their first choice. It's not excuses, but it's the truth. Not having a director of football has destroyed us. There's no direction. Every manager comes in with his own plan, and when that plan does not work, there's nobody to tell him, no, listen, you need to try something else. I, for one, do not want to see Ten Hag get sacked. I don't think him getting sacked is the correct decision. We need to stick through this. We need to work through this. The likes of, as again, we always go back to this, but it is based on facts. the likes of Pep, Klopp, Arteta, these managers stuck through their difficult times because they knew what they are going to reap at the end. They knew what they are building. Yes, they have good footballing structures in place, but there was an idea to stick with the manager. I'm looking everywhere and I'm reading things, and I hate the fact that some of our fans want Ten Hag sacked. Are they blinded to the fact that we are going to be repeating the same cycle should Ten Hag get sacked? And I'm not saying that he doesn't make mistakes. Yes, he makes mistakes. Yes, he has made errors in the past few games. But in no way am I saying he should be sacked. You can criticize your manager. You can question your manager. You can call him out on his mistakes. And it doesn't mean that he has to be sacked. Sir Alex Ferguson, his first 4 years was abysmal in terms of league position, performance, the way the team was supposed to play, etc. But eventually, when he got what he needed fully at the club, when he had all the tools at his disposal, the rest is history. It looks bleak for Ten Hag. I'm going to be honest. It looks like we are at the ending stage of Erik Ten Hag as Manchester United manager. And some of his signings are not good enough. You look at Anthony, his first season, you can forgive him for, not performing to a standard that you would expect. But in his second season, a bit of off the field issues, as we know, but still hasn't done anything that can say, you know what, we invested into something that is good. Mason Mount, another player, again, I know it's early stages, but by now we should have been able to see some form of quality from him. But there's nothing. It's difficult for anyone to do a job to the best of their ability if the environment is not a healthy working environment. And it's toxic at the club. I, for one, believe that there's a lot of people at the club who probably don't want to be there, but are forced to be there and do a job. And if you are forced to be somewhere and forced to do a job, you're not going to do it to the best of your ability. You might not even care to do it at all. After every goal we conceded last night, there was no looking to get the ball, start again and go. Everybody's heads were dropped. It was humiliating to watch, sad to watch, and difficult to watch. But that is where we are right now, and I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what the future looks like. I'm fearing getting a notification saying that Erik Ten Hag is sacked, etc., etc. I, for one, do not blame Ten Hag for any of this. It's difficult for him to do his job with everything that is happening. And the players' lack of following instructions and wanting to play for the team and for the manager certainly does not help him. We have Fulham next, and that surely away, is going to, again, be a big game for us. Another massive game. The pressure will be on us, on Ten Hag, the players, etc. And we will have to be up for it again, but will we be up for it? I don't know. You feel like there's a lack of belief right now in the players. But Ten Hag says that he believes he can turn it around, and he believes that he's the man to do the job. So until he gets sacked, I will continue to back him. That's just my fair opinion on him for that. But thanks for watching the video. For those who have watched it this far, and for those who are here, I do appreciate your support. And of course, we'll definitely do a preview to our Fulham game, but it is difficult. And last night was a nightmare. Have a good day further, Red Devils. Till we see each other again soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.